Welcome to week 34 of Scott's Weekend Sports Today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back with my dad today, and it is time for the Royal Rumble, one of my favorite nights of the year. This Sunday, Royal Rumble, I am so excited. This is always one of my favorite nights of the year, one of the most unexpected nights in wrestling on the calendar year. So without further ado, let's get right into the predictions for this weekend. So first off, before we get into the Royal Rumble, NXT TakeOver will be taking over Philadelphia Saturday night, Wells Fargo Center, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Get ready, NXT is coming to take over Philadelphia on Saturday. So let's start from top to bottom on the card and our predictions. First match on the card will be the new NXT champion Andrade Cien Almas putting his NXT championship on the line for probably the first time since he won the title back in, I believe it was Brooklyn or somewhere in November back in Survivor Series. And the challenger for the NXT Championship will be Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano, finally getting a shot at the NXT Championship. I am very happy for him. He deserves it. He's been one of the top guys in NXT for a long time. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to go with the champ here. I think Andrade's got some talent. Even though I don't like the guy, I got to respect him. He's got one of the best talent in the NXT locker room. And I think there could be some interference going on here. I think Tommaso Ciampa's going to come back Saturday night in Philadelphia. We haven't seen him since, I believe, August. So he'll be coming back to possibly set up a rivalry between him and Gargano to move into WrestleMania. So I'll be taking the current champion Almas to retain.
Not me. I've been following Johnny Wrestling before he even got to NXT. He was one of the biggest wrestlers on the independent circuit. For me, Johnny Wrestling is one of the most underrated wrestlers in this world, and I'm going with my boy, Johnny Wrestling.
Next up for the NXT Women's Championship, the new champion Ember Moon puts her title on the line for one of the first times since November, and she'll be going against one of the newer members of the NXT roster, Shayna Baszler, who we saw debut about 2 weeks ago on NXT television, and I just don't think she's ready. I don't think Shayna's ready to contend for the NXT Women's Championship right now. I think they're pushing her a little bit too early. So I'm going to take Ember Moon to retain. I just think Ember's got a lot more experience, and I think that Ember Moon's going to retain her NXT Women's Championship into Philadelphia on Saturday.
I agree with you on this one. I think this is one of the biggest mismatches on the card. I think Ember Moon, with her experience, and you got a brand new challenger, I cannot see Moon losing this match. No way.
Next up, the Authors of Pain, who just came back from injury a couple of weeks ago. Still with Paul Ellering. I'm surprised he still has a job. The retirement home doesn't want him back, I guess, this year. And they'll be going against Red Dragon, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish. WWE doesn't call them Red Dragon because they don't want ROH to be absolutely pissed at them for stealing their name. But I think Red Dragon's going to retain here. Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish have been looking very impressive ever since winning the NXT Tag Team Championships a couple of weeks back. So I'm going to be taking Red Dragon to retain their NXT Tag Team Championships.
And I hate to agree with you on this again, but I think Red Dragon's going to retain. I agree. Very talented group of wrestlers. I think they've got too much talent and too much experience to lose this match.
Next up, in an Extreme Rules match, one of the most anticipated matchups on the card, as Adam Cole goes against Aleister Black. This should be a very good match. Two of the top guys in NXT. Two guys that I could see possibly getting title shots down the road. But I think Aleister Black's going to win this match. I think he's a little bit younger and a little bit more talented than Adam Cole is. But this is a really tough one to call. But I'm going to go with Aleister Black to win the title. I think he's going to win this Extreme Rules match over Adam Cole. But I wouldn't be shocked to see Adam Cole win this match either.
I agree. It's going to be a very close match. Could go either way. I think Adam Cole, though, has got the experience on Aleister, and I think Adam Cole is going to use that experience to win this match.
Next up, Cassius Ohno going against Patrick Clark, a.k.a. the Velveteen Dream, as he gets another pay-per-view match this year. He had a match against Lars Sullivan. I mean, it was Aleister Black back in November, and he lost to Aleister, and I expect him to keep those losing ways going on pay-per-view Saturday on the network. I think Cassius Ohno's just got too much talent, and I think that he is going to beat the Velveteen Dream on Saturday. But still a very good gimmick for Patrick Clark. Finally, they gave him something he can work with. So I'm going to take Cassius Ohno to win the match.
Is the Velveteen Dream going to win? Oh, no. It's going to be Cassius Ohno. He's bigger. He's got more experience. He's going to win. The Velveteen Dream is an embarrassment.
Next up, over to the Royal Rumble. We'll start with the matches before the two Rumbles. And the first match out will be 2 out of 3 falls for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships, as Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable go in to contend for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships. And the Usos will be putting those titles on the line on Saturday. And Gable and Benjamin have been looking pretty good the last couple of weeks. But I think the Usos are going to retain their SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships here. Jimmy and Jay have been doing very well on SmackDown between them and the New Day, and a lot of these good tag teams that SmackDown Live has. I'm going to take the Usos to retain their SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships at the Royal Rumble.
I agree with that. I think the Usos, with their ability to communicate, the fact that they're twin brothers, great wrestlers, I think the Usos get this win, and they win easily.
Next up for the Raw Tag Team Championships, both tag team titles will be on the line, as Sheamus and Cesaro go in as challengers, and they will be going against Jason Jordan and Seth Rollins. One of the weirder tag teams I've seen in WWE lately, and I think that the reason why I'm gonna take the challengers here. I think Sheamus and Cesaro are getting back their Raw Tag Team Championships here. I feel like they got more experience as a team than Rollins and Jordan. So I'm going to take Sheamus and Cesaro to win back the Raw Tag Team Championships on Sunday.
I think Rollins and Jordan are a strange match, but they've been successful, and I think that they are going to get the win here. I think they're going to beat the bar. They're going to set their own bar and win this match.
Next up for the WWE Championship, as the phenomenal AJ Styles goes in to Philadelphia in the Royal Rumble to put his WWE Championship on the line in a 2-on-1 handicap match. He will be going against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. The weird thing about this match is that only one of Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn can win the title, not both of them. So I'm going to take Kevin Owens to win the championship. I think AJ Styles, actually, I just remembered something. I'm going to take AJ Styles to win the match. I forgot they were trying to plan something up for WrestleMania. So I'm going to take AJ Styles to win the match and retain his WWE Championship at the Royal Rumble on Sunday.
I'm going to go against you on this one. I think Kevin Owens, out of the three, is actually the most talented wrestler. I think AJ Styles, he's a very talented man, but Kevin Owens is a bigger, stronger, faster version. I think Kevin Owens and Zayn are going to win this title match.
Next up, the triple threat match for the WWE Universal Championship. It will be the current champion Brock Lesnar putting his title on the line against Braun Strowman and Kane. This should be a very good match. I think this is going to be one of the bigger matches on the card. I'm going to take Brock Lesnar to hold on to the championship here. I think Lesnar has got a lot of talent with him. He's done very well in UFC, done very well in WWE. So I'm going to take Brock Lesnar to win the championship to retain the championship on Sunday, and probably walk into WrestleMania as your WWE champion.
I agree. I think Lesnar will win. I think he will pin Kane for the win, and somehow Strowman will be out of the picture. I think Lesnar will win this and be, as you said, the marquee at WrestleMania.
Now on to the WWE Women's Royal Rumble. For the first time ever, WWE is putting on a Women's Royal Rumble, and I will be going down the contestants right now. So representing Raw, it will be Bayley, Sasha Banks, Nia Jax, Dana Brooke, Alicia Fox, Asuka, Sonya Deville, and Mandy Rose. She's very easy to forget because she's very middle of the card and forgettable. And then representing SmackDown, we have Becky Lynch, Naomi, Carmella, Lana, Liv Morgan, Ruby Riott, Natalia, and also going over would be Sarah Logan, and that's pretty much it. So, who do you think are going to be the first two entrants into this Women's Royal Rumble, in your opinion?
I think it's going to be Nia Jax and Sasha Banks. Who's my guess?
Okay. I'm going to go with Bayley, because I feel like WWE needs to push her a little bit more. They need to show that she's not just this huggable girl that everybody knows and loves, that she can definitely kick people's butt as we've seen. But I think they need to start her off with a jobber, so I'm going to put Lana in there. And number two, I feel like Lana's probably the worst wrestler out of the group for right now. But it's pretty tough between her and Alicia right now. Those two have not been doing very well on either side. So I'm going to take Lana to be in there at number two.
So who's going to win it all?
My prediction is going to be Asuka. I think Asuka is going to win this Women's Royal Rumble because I don't think anybody's ready for Asuka. She has been dominating on Raw, NXT. She has been dominating everywhere she goes. And I think she stays undefeated and wins the Women's Royal Rumble.
It's a very good pick, very good pick. And that would be one of my top threes. I think it's going to end up being Asuka, Nia Jax, and Sasha at the end. And I think Nia Jax comes away with the win.
Yeah. Those are the top two right now predicted as the winners. So one of us will be right, I think. Now on to the men's side of the Royal Rumble. For the first time ever, this guy's getting in. The artiste Aiden English gets into the Royal Rumble for the first time this year. He's probably going to be thrown out of there pretty fast. Apollo Crews gets back in as an announced superstar this year. Last year he was in as a surprise. This year he will be as an announced superstar. Baron Corbin representing SmackDown. Bray Wyatt, John Cena, Randy Orton. All three members of New Day will be in there. Matt Hardy, Finn Balor, Randy Orton, Elias Sampson will be in. A guy that I do not love right now. Shinsuke Nakamura, Titus O'Neil, the New Day, Miz, and Ty Dillinger are your announced superstars for this Royal Rumble match. So, Dad, who do you think will be the first two entrants out of here on the men's side?
I think they're going to do something interesting and do two members of the New Day. So I think they're going to go with Kofi, and they're going to go with Big E. Those are the first two, I think.
Okay. For me, I think Elias is going to enter number one, so he can go with his usual shtick that he does.
Plays terrible guitar.
Yeah, exactly. Put him in at number one. Let him play that guitar. And then at number two, it's tough. I think they want to get Elias in there for about 10 to 15 minutes. So they need to put a guy in there that he can definitely work with.
Jobber.
Yeah.
English?
Maybe, but I think it's going to be Apollo Crews. I think Apollo Crews is a guy that has a lot of talent. They just don't know how to use him correctly right now. So I think Apollo Crews could enter number two. But they could also put a big name in there at number two also. So we'll see.
And who's going to win?
It's tough. I'm going to go with Shinsuke Nakamura. I think Nakamura is probably one of the best wrestlers right now in the WWE. And that will finally set up a dream match that the entire WWE universe has been waiting for. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura at WrestleMania. Tickets are going to be going fast for WrestleMania. As soon as that match is over, people will start buying their tickets. That match will sell out any arena, anywhere. That is going to be an amazing match. Probably the steal of WrestleMania, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. So I think Shinsuke Nakamura is going to win the Royal Rumble, in my opinion.
Did you say Roman Reigns is entering?
No, he's not. He wasn't last year either.
But I think he's probably going to enter next year.
He might.
Well, I'm gonna predict right here, right now, Roman Reigns will be in the Royal Rumble, and Roman Reigns will win, and he will go on to face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania.
They already have that match pretty much dead and signed, sealed, and delivered pretty much. So we'll see if Roman can win the Rumble. If not, I think he'll still get the shot. But I will see you guys right back here next week on Scott's Week in Sports. It is Super Bowl week here on Scott's Week in Sports next week. And I'll be seeing you guys right back here next week on Scott's Week in Sports. Until then, give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. leave a nice comment down below, and subscribe if you are new. And I will see you guys right back here next week on Scott's Weekend Sports right here on YouTube. See you later, guys.
See you guys.